Now, we know that even though Harry and Meghan have left the royal family, they still have projects and interests which they support and champion. They're entitled to do that, and there's absolutely no objection from me. However, this week, Meghan and Harry have been accused of cosplaying working royals. Is that a bit unfair?
I think it's not unfair. I think it's actually quite accurate. I think one of the things that I've noticed is the Sussexes really overestimated the power of their brand. I don't think they were in the royal family long enough to make the kind of exits that they wanted, which is basically them being an offshoot of the royal family but doing their own form of service. I don't think they've made much of a success of it because they really overestimated the power of their own brand as a couple. They were only in the royal family for a couple of years. They didn't engage in that many public engagements. They didn't really have an opportunity to be embedded in the public psyche. So I don't think that they really understood the kind of mammoth task that they had to really try and up their PR game and really ingratiate themselves in the public as a credible team of do-gooders and charity workers or whatever they wanted to do after leaving the royal family. And so now they've really just shot themselves in the foot because they've come out with this Netflix documentary, they've written this media expose, I suspect they're going to come out with more books. They've done all these things that have really cheapened their brand. And so now people are just wondering, are you really in it for anything other than yourselves? Because you've really taken this entire time to just enrich yourselves. And so people are, I suppose, just over them. They're just over everything that the Sussexes have to say. They seem really disingenuous. They seem like they don't really have any causes that they're trying to champion other than their own pockets and bank accounts. And this is something I don't think the couple really thought about when they were leaving the royal family. I think they thought their brand was more powerful than it actually was.
We'll get on to the brand in a second, but do you think then perhaps the criticism of the Sussexes is more born of them trying to have their cake and eat it too? Absolutely.
Again, I think it's really unfortunate that they didn't have the resources of the royal family to really warn them about the mammoth task they had ahead. Because this is not something that you can just hire a few graduates from university to try and put out press releases and put together events and all of that. It's an intricate task. This is why the royal family is called the firm. It's an entire organization. And so I think the Sussexes, even when they left the royal family and they tried to, use the brand Sussex Royal, I just think they didn't understand it. They also had, I think they were trying to be celebrities, and that's what really made the difference, because the royal family are not celebrities, they're public servants, and that's really what kind of angered the public, because they're effectively cheapening the royal family brand and trying to be sort of American-esque royal family by default, and that's just not how it works.